Why carrots are orange, and the history behind it. Originally, carrots came in a variety of colors, including purple, yellow, white, and red. In Afghanistan, the carrot's place of origin, purple varieties were the most common. The orange carrot we know today was developed in the 16th century in the Netherlands through selective breeding. Dutch farmers sought a sweeter and more nutrient-rich carrot by increasing its beta-carotene content. This orange variety was also associated with the Dutch royal family, the House of Orange, as a tribute. Thanks to its superior taste and nutritional benefits, the orange carrot quickly spread across Europe and became the standard variety worldwide. Nutritional value and the impact of cooking methods on carrots. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A in the body. Vitamin A plays a vital role in maintaining vision and boosting the immune system. However, the bioavailability of beta-carotene depends significantly on how the carrot is prepared. When eaten raw, the absorption rate of beta-carotene is around 10%. Cooking carrots breaks down their cell walls, increasing the absorption rate to 30 to 50%. Adding oil during cooking further enhances absorption, since beta-carotene is fat-soluble. For example, sautéing carrots with olive oil or adding them to soups can help maximize their nutritional benefits. The microwave oven was a serendipitous invention from military technology. The origins of the microwave oven trace back to radar technology developed during World War II. The magnetron, a core component of radar systems, generates high-frequency electromagnetic waves for military use. In 1945, Percy Spencer, an American engineer, noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket melted while he was testing a magnetron. Intrigued, he discovered that microwaves could heat food. This led to the development of the first commercial microwave oven, the Radarange, by Raytheon in 1947. Early microwave ovens were massive, standing about 6 feet tall, weighing 750 pounds, and were prohibitively expensive, limiting their use to restaurants and military facilities. It wasn't until the 1970s that household microwave ovens became widely available. How microwave ovens heat food by vibrating water molecules. Microwave ovens operate by emitting microwaves at a frequency of 2.45 GHz. These waves interact with water molecules in food, causing them to rapidly rotate. This molecular movement creates friction, generating heat that cooks the food. However, uneven water content or density in food can lead to uneven heating. To address this, most microwave ovens include a rotating plate to distribute heat more evenly. Additionally, foods with low water content may heat less effectively, while microwave-safe containers are recommended to ensure optimal heating performance. Helium is abundant in the universe, but rare on Earth. Helium is the second most common element in the universe after hydrogen, yet it is extremely rare on Earth. This is because helium is so light that Earth's gravity cannot hold it, so it escapes into space. On Earth, helium is found only in trace amounts within natural gas deposits, making it a scarce resource. Helium is used in applications such as balloons, MRI machines in the medical field, and as a coolant for rocket fuel. Interestingly, inhaling helium temporarily makes your voice high-pitched because its low density increases the speed of sound waves. Picasso was recognized as a genius from a young age. Pablo Picasso, a Spanish artist and one of the most influential figures in 20th century art, was considered a prodigy from an early age. He is best known for creating Cubism, but his extraordinary talent was evident long before that. At the age of 9, he completed his first known painting, Le Picador, depicting a bullfighter. This work already demonstrated a level of skill comparable to that of professional artists. At 14, he created a large-scale piece called Science and Charity, which amazed art school professors and critics alike. There is even a story that Picasso completed an assignment that usually took months in just 1 week. His extraordinary ability earned him the title of genius early in his life. Cricket matches can last up to 5 days. Traditional cricket matches, known as test matches, can last up to 5 days. This long format is unique to cricket and tests players' concentration and endurance. Over the course of 5 days, the condition of the pitch evolves, impacting gameplay and requiring strategic adjustments. For instance, on the first day, the pitch may favor batting, while by the 5th day, wear and tear can make it more advantageous for bowlers. This constant evolution keeps matches dynamic and unpredictable. Spectators also embrace the lengthy format, often bringing food and drinks to enjoy a picnic-like experience while watching. Modern cricket, however, has introduced shorter formats like T20 and one-day internationals, which last a few hours and appeal to fans with busier lifestyles. These shorter formats have broadened cricket's appeal and made it more accessible. The queen ant lives an extraordinarily long life. In an ant colony, the queen is the only one that lays eggs, and she can live for an incredibly long time, up to 30 years, depending on the species. In contrast, worker ants and soldier ants only live for a few weeks to a few months. The queen's longevity is vital for the colony's survival because she is the central figure that ensures the population continues to thrive. If the queen dies and no new queen is born, the colony gradually declines. This makes the queen ant's survival essential to the entire ant society. The U.S. technically had 2 Independence Days. While Independence Day is celebrated on July 4th, the actual decision to declare independence was made on July 2nd, 1776. On this day, the Continental Congress voted to approve a resolution declaring the colonies independent from Britain. John Adams believed July 2nd should be celebrated as Independence Day. However, the Declaration of Independence, the document that formalized this decision, was adopted on July 4th, which is why this date became the official holiday. Interestingly, the signing of the Declaration did not happen all at once. It took place over several weeks and months. A fascinating coincidence is that 2 founding fathers, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, both passed away on July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. This event added a profound symbolic meaning to the date, solidifying its place in American history. How volcanoes affect global climate. Large-scale volcanic eruptions can have a profound impact on global climate. In 1815, Indonesia's Mount Tambora erupted, releasing massive amounts of volcanic ash and sulfur aerosols into the atmosphere. This blocked sunlight and caused the year without a summer in 1816. The resulting cold temperatures led to crop failures and famine across the northern hemisphere. Similarly, the 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines caused a global temperature drop of about 0.5 degrees Celsius, demonstrating the far-reaching effects of volcanic activity. There are over 1 million capillaries around the human eye. To maintain eye health, a substantial supply of oxygen and nutrients is essential. For this reason, there are over 1 million capillaries surrounding the eyes. These tiny blood vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients to the eye and its surrounding tissues. Interestingly, the cornea, the outermost part of the eye, has no blood vessels, and instead relies on tears and direct oxygen absorption to stay nourished. This intricate system enables our eyes to function efficiently, even during extended periods of use. Certain breeds are natural talkers. While most dogs bark or whine, some breeds, such as Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes, are known for making sounds that resemble human speech. Huskies, in particular, produce a variety of sounds that many owners describe as talking, which includes howls, groans, and even sounds that mimic words. This vocal behavior likely developed as a way for these breeds to communicate within packs in the Arctic, where they would howl and talk to communicate over long distances. This talkative trait makes them particularly charming, but can also be a challenge for owners looking for a quieter dog. Avocado plants are relatively easy to grow. Avocado seeds can be easily germinated and grown at home. The seeds can be planted in soil or placed in water until they sprout, which usually takes 2 to 6 weeks. To improve the chances of successful germination, care must be taken not to damage the seed. Avocado trees thrive in warm climates and are best grown indoors or in temperate outdoor environments. They also make attractive houseplants, and growing them to the point of harvesting fruit can be a rewarding experience. The longest soccer match in history. In 1946, a charity soccer match in Hampshire, England, earned the title of the longest soccer match ever played, lasting an incredible 3 hours and 30 minutes. This match was organized between local workers' teams to raise funds for a community cause. Unlike modern rules, which include penalty shootouts to resolve ties, this game followed a play until there's a winner format. Multiple periods of extra time were added, as neither team could secure victory within the usual 90 minutes or even the first few extensions. The match finally ended with a score of 5-3. By the end, players were so exhausted that some reportedly needed several days of recovery. Spectators, moved by the perseverance of the teams, donated generously. Today, such prolonged matches are prohibited due to concerns for players' health. This extraordinary game remains a legendary moment in soccer history, symbolizing human endurance and community spirit. The importance of cats' grooming habits. Cats are meticulous groomers, and grooming is not just about cleanliness. Cats' rough tongues are designed to clean their fur effectively, removing dirt and loose hair. Grooming also plays a key role in regulating body temperature, as licking their fur helps cool them down in warmer weather. Additionally, grooming has a social component, as cats may groom each other to strengthen social bonds, particularly between mothers and kittens, or among cats in the same household. This act of grooming is also soothing and reduces stress for cats. Bees communicate through dance. Honeybees perform a waggle dance to communicate the location and quality of food sources to their hive mates. This dance conveys precise information about the direction, distance, and quality of the food. During the dance, the bee moves in a figure-8 pattern, vibrating its body in the central portion. The angle of the waggle relative to gravity corresponds to the angle between the food source and the sun as seen from the hive. Additionally, the speed and frequency of the vibrations indicate the distance to the food source. This method showcases the bee's remarkable intelligence and cooperative behavior. Tears have 3 key functions. Tears produced by the eyes serve 3 main purposes. The first is lubrication, which keeps the eye's surface moist and prevents it from drying out. The second is cleaning, as tears help wash away debris and bacteria from the eye. The third is emotional tears, which are triggered by strong feelings such as sadness or joy. Interestingly, emotional tears are believed to help release stress hormones, providing a form of mental relief. Tears are not merely simple fluids, but are deeply connected to our health and emotions. Phosphorus as an element, supporting energy and information in life. Phosphorus is a key component of DNA and RNA, forming the blueprint of life. It also plays a vital role in biological energy transfer as a part of ATP, the molecule responsible for storing and utilizing energy in living organisms. For plants, phosphorus is an essential nutrient for growth, widely used in fertilizers. However, phosphorus is a finite resource, raising concerns about its future availability. Alongside nitrogen and potassium, it is recognized as one of the 3 major nutrients in agriculture. Dogs played vital roles in World War I and II. In both World Wars, dogs were employed in various roles to assist soldiers and save lives. During World War I, dogs served as messengers, delivering critical messages across battlefields. Red Cross dogs were trained to find wounded soldiers and carry medical supplies, while other dogs were trained to detect enemy forces and guard posts. By World War II, dogs were officially recognized as part of the military effort, used for tasks ranging from mine detection to patrolling. Their service was so valued that many war dogs were honored with medals for bravery and dedication, highlighting their role as true heroes in times of crisis. Using a frying pan upside down, a chef's trick. Professional chefs sometimes use the bottom of a frying pan as a makeshift pizza stone in ovens. For baking pizzas or focaccia, turning a frying pan upside down and placing it in the oven ensures even heat distribution, creating a crispy crust similar to that achieved in a brick oven. This technique works best with thick, heavy pans that distribute heat evenly, demonstrating a creative way to expand the functionality of a frying pan beyond its standard uses. Elephants have an awareness of death. Elephants are known for their special behavior toward death. They often touch the bones of deceased elephants and stay near the site for extended periods. This behavior is rare among mammals and suggests that elephants may understand and respect death. While dolphins and chimpanzees also display some behaviors indicating awareness of death, Elephants' ritualistic actions, such as handling bones, are particularly unique. Elephant's dung plays a vital role in ecosystems. Elephant's dung is rich in undigested seeds, which helps disperse plant species across vast areas. As they travel, they deposit these seeds, enabling forests and grasslands to regenerate. Additionally, their dung provides food for insects and small animals, enriching the soil and supporting diverse ecosystems. Other animals, like birds, also disperse seeds, but elephants' sheer size and mobility allow them to cover much larger areas. Cattle manure enriches soil locally, but it lacks the same ecological impact as elephants' contributions. Elephants play a pivotal role as ecosystem engineers, shaping the environments they inhabit. Mysterious sounds called infrasound emitted by volcanoes. When volcanoes erupt, they produce infrasound, extremely low-frequency sound waves that are inaudible to the human ear. These sounds can travel thousands of kilometers through the atmosphere and are used to monitor volcanic activity from a distance. Research on infrasound has advanced technologies for predicting eruptions and mitigating volcanic disasters. Avocado skins and seeds are not suitable for consumption. The skin and seed of an avocado contain a substance called persin, which can be harmful if consumed in large quantities. While it is generally harmless to humans, it can be toxic to animals, particularly birds, cats, and dogs. For households with pets, it's important to dispose of avocado skins and seeds properly. However, avocado seeds can be dried, ground into powder, and consumed in small amounts as a health supplement. The purpose behind long sleeping hours. Cats spend 12 to 16 hours a day sleeping on average, a habit tied to their evolution as hunters. This prolonged rest helps conserve energy for bursts of activity during hunting. Older cats and kittens may sleep even longer. Though cats may seem deeply asleep, they frequently alternate between light and deep sleep, staying alert to potential threats, a survival trait inherited from their wild ancestors. Why goal nets were introduced. Goal nets became a standard part of soccer in 1891. Before their adoption, disputes about whether the ball had actually crossed the goal line were common, often leading to heated arguments between players, referees, and spectators. In some cases, disagreements over goals even escalated into physical altercations. John Alexander Brodie, an English inventor, proposed the use of goal nets to solve this problem. The nets provided clear and undeniable proof of a goal, improving the accuracy and fairness of the game. This simple invention revolutionized soccer and remains an essential component of the sport to this day. Cricket is played in various formats. Cricket offers multiple formats, each with its own appeal. The traditional test match lasts up to 5 days and tests players' endurance and focus. In contrast, T20 matches are completed within 3 hours and are known for their fast pace and high entertainment value. The one-day international format sits between the two, with each team playing 50 overs, requiring a balance of long-term strategy and quick scoring. These diverse formats make cricket accessible to a wide range of audiences, from those who enjoy leisurely matches to fans of action-packed games. Why refrigerator energy consumption changes with seasons. The energy consumption of a refrigerator is affected by the outside temperature. In summer, when the external temperature is high, the refrigerator has to work harder to keep its interior cool, consuming more energy. In winter, the cooler ambient temperature reduces the energy needed for cooling, leading to lower power consumption. Adjusting the refrigerator's temperature settings seasonally can improve energy efficiency even further. The connection between volcanoes and diamonds. Diamonds can be brought to the surface by volcanic activity. They are formed deep underground, 150 to 200 kilometers below the surface, under extreme heat and pressure. Kimberlite volcanoes, a rare type of volcanic eruption, carry these diamonds to the Earth's surface. Mines in South Africa and Russia are examples of places where diamonds transported by such volcanic activity are extracted. The massive migration journey of tuna are renowned as migratory fish, traveling distances that can span the circumference of the Earth multiple times over a lifetime. For instance, Atlantic bluefin tuna migrate from the western Atlantic near North America to the Mediterranean Sea, covering a round trip of approximately 8,000 kilometers. These migrations are driven by the search for food and spawning grounds. Comparison with other migratory fish. While salmon are also known for their migrations, they typically travel only a few hundred to a few thousand kilometers between rivers and the ocean. Tuna, however, navigate vast open oceans, with some individuals traveling tens of thousands of kilometers. Advanced navigational abilities. Tuna are believed to use the sun's position and Earth's magnetic field to navigate across vast distances. This ability is similar to the navigation systems of sea turtles and pigeons, although the mechanisms behind tuna's precision are still not fully understood. For example, Japanese researchers have tracked bluefin tuna born in the waters near Japan, traveling across the Pacific to the waters off California, only to return years later to their birthplace. Such epic journeys demonstrate their unmatched navigational and endurance capabilities. Dogs can sense human pregnancy. Dogs can detect hormonal changes in humans, including the surge of hormones that occurs during pregnancy. They may become more attentive, protective, or even clingy around a pregnant person. This heightened sensitivity is due to their incredible sense of smell, which allows them to pick up on subtle changes in human body chemistry. Some dogs have even been known to lie close to or gently nuzzle a pregnant person's belly, showing awareness and a protective instinct. Tail wagging communicates. Different emotions. Dogs use their tails as a primary way to communicate, but not all tail wags mean the same thing. Scientists have found that the position, direction, and speed of a wag can each convey different messages. For instance, a tail wagging high and fast usually indicates excitement or happiness, while a slower, low wag can signal caution. Interestingly, dogs tend to wag their tails more to the right when they are feeling positive emotions, like seeing their owner, and more to the left when feeling anxious or unsure. This asymmetrical wagging shows that dogs may even process emotions differently in each side of their brain, much like humans do. Tomatoes and other vegetables. Shared traits. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, the same family as eggplants, bell peppers, and potatoes. These plants share common characteristics, such as producing fruit that contains seeds. Despite their differences in appearance, tomatoes are nutritionally similar to other nightshade vegetables. Tomatoes, like eggplants and peppers, are rich in nutrients like vitamin C and potassium, which are essential for health, particularly heart and immune system function. Material-specific properties and applications of frying pans. Frying pans are made from various materials, including cast iron, stainless steel, aluminum, and copper. Each material has unique properties suited to specific cooking styles. Cast iron frying pans. Known for excellent heat retention, cast iron pans are ideal for searing steaks or slow-cooking meals. They develop a natural non-stick surface through seasoning with oil. However, they are heavy and require maintenance to prevent rust. Stainless steel frying pans. Durable and resistant to corrosion, stainless steel pans are excellent for acidic or alkaline foods, such as tomato sauces or dishes with vinegar. However, they have lower heat conductivity, requiring careful heat management to prevent sticking. Aluminum frying pans. Lightweight and highly conductive, aluminum pans heat up quickly and are great for fast cooking. They are often coated to prevent scratching and improve durability. Copper frying pans. With the highest thermal conductivity, copper pans provide precise temperature control, making them a favorite among professional chefs. However, they are expensive and require regular polishing to maintain their appearance. The importance of the post-workout golden hour. To effectively build muscle, consuming protein within 30 minutes to an hour after exercise is highly recommended. This period, often referred to as the golden hour, is when muscles are most receptive to absorbing protein, aiding in their repair and growth. Foods like chicken, eggs, or protein shakes are ideal during this time to maximize muscle development. Muscles are an indicator of aging. Muscle mass begins to decline gradually after the age of 30, with the rate of loss accelerating after 40. This phenomenon, known as sarcopenia, is a key indicator of aging. Sarcopenia can increase the risk of falls, fractures, and reduced mobility, significantly impacting quality of life. To counteract muscle loss, regular strength training is highly effective. Consuming sufficient protein is also critical, with a recommended daily intake of 1.0 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Additionally, combining strength training with aerobic exercise and adequate sleep can help slow the progression of muscle aging. Ants use pheromones to create trails. When ants move from their nest to a food source, they leave behind a chemical substance called pheromones to create a trail for their fellow ants to follow. Although invisible to the human eye, ants can detect these pheromones using their antennae. What's fascinating is that the strength of the pheromone indicates how important a path is. For instance, when an ant finds a food source, it releases a stronger pheromone on the way back to the nest, making that trail more attractive to other ants. Over time, this behavior leads to the formation of highly efficient roots. This phenomenon is known as self-organization and scientists have studied it to develop algorithms for artificial intelligence and robotic systems inspired by ants' natural efficiency. Bees use their dance to convey the abundance of pollen. The waggle dance, performed by honeybees, does more than just indicate the location of food. It also communicates the quality and quantity of nectar or pollen. For instance, the intensity of the vibrations and the duration of the dance signal the richness of the resource. If a food source is abundant and of high quality, the dance is longer and more vigorous. Other bees use this information to determine the most efficient foraging locations. This sophisticated communication system ensures that the colony optimizes its food collection and boosts overall productivity. Why tomatoes change color. Tomatoes change color as they ripen due to a compound called lycopene, which is responsible for the red color. Lycopene is a natural antioxidant that increases as the tomato matures. It has several health benefits, including reducing the risk of heart disease and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, unripe tomatoes are green because of chlorophyll, the green pigment in plants. As the tomato ripens, the chlorophyll breaks down and lycopene production increases, turning the tomato red. Spices and seasonings that pair well with carrots. Carrots pair exceptionally well with a variety of spices and seasonings. For example, cumin and cinnamon are known to enhance the natural sweetness of carrots. Roasting carrots with cumin adds an exotic, earthy flavor, offering a new way to enjoy them. Cinnamon is a key ingredient in carrot cake, where it complements the vegetable's sweetness perfectly. Additionally, lemon juice or vinegar can add a refreshing tang to carrots, making them an excellent choice for salads. Dogs' memories are mostly associative. Dogs don't have episodic memory, which means they don't recall specific events in the way humans do. Instead, their memory works largely through association. For example, a dog might associate the sound of keys jingling with going outside, or the sight of a suitcase with an owner leaving for a trip. These associative memories help dogs navigate the world and respond to familiar cues, even if they don't remember the exact details of past events. The incident of the ball. Stuck in the goalpost. In a match during the 1970s, a ball became wedged perfectly between the goalpost and the crossbar, causing the game to be temporarily halted. The referee hesitated to make a decision, unsure if the goal should be awarded. Ultimately, it was ruled as no goal since the ball had not fully crossed the goal line. This rare incident is remembered as a unique moment from a time before modern innovations like goal line technology. Today, such ambiguities are nearly non-existent thanks to technological advancements. Cricket is the second most popular sport in the world. Cricket ranks as the second most popular sport in the world, with an estimated 2.5 billion fans. Its popularity is particularly strong in countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, England, and South Africa. In India, cricket is more than just a sport. It's an integral part of life. Major tournaments like the Indian Premier League, IPL, are massive events, with players' salaries reaching millions of dollars and generating significant economic and media impact. IPL matches feature fast-paced play in short formats, making them enjoyable for all age groups. In contrast, cricket's popularity is relatively low in Europe and the United States, where sports like soccer and American football dominate. This disparity can be traced back to cricket's historical spread during the British Empire. While cricket flourished in British colonies, sports like baseball and soccer developed independently in regions where British influence was less pronounced. The tongue is often considered the strongest muscle. The tongue is frequently cited as the strongest muscle in the human body. It is incredibly flexible and powerful, supporting essential functions such as chewing, swallowing, and speaking. Structurally, the tongue consists of multiple interwoven muscles, allowing it to move in various directions with great precision and force. However, the title of the strongest muscle depends on the criteria used. For example, the chewing muscles, masseter, are highly powerful for crushing tough foods, while the gluteus maximus, buttock muscles, provide significant strength for supporting and moving the body. Each of these muscles plays a crucial role depending on the activity. Avocados are a lifesaver for vegetarians and vegans. Thanks to their high nutritional value and versatility, avocados are a favorite among vegetarians and vegans. They provide a source of healthy fats and fiber, helping to maintain energy and fullness without relying on animal products. Avocados can be mashed into spreads, used as a pasta sauce base, or even incorporated into desserts, making them an excellent substitute for dairy or eggs. This versatility allows for a rich and satisfying plant-based diet. The iris is more unique than fingerprints. The iris, the colored part of the eye, has patterns that are unique to each individual. These patterns are far more complex and distinctive than fingerprints. Unlike fingerprints, which are flat patterns, the iris has a three-dimensional structure that creates an incredible variety of shapes and designs. Because of this, iris recognition technology is considered more precise than fingerprint recognition and is increasingly used in security systems, such as airport immigration controls and smartphone authentication. The iris is one of the most uniquely identifiable features of the human body. Picasso produced multiple works in a single day. Picasso was exceptionally prolific, creating an estimated 50,000 works during his lifetime. This equates to an average of more than 1.7 pieces per day from the age of 9, when he started painting, to his passing at 91. His extraordinary productivity was fueled by his intense focus, boundless energy, and insatiable curiosity about art. There are accounts of him completing dozens of ceramic pieces in a single day. In his later years, Picasso often finished large-scale paintings within a matter of hours. Compared to his contemporaries, such as Monet or Matisse, Picasso's relentless output was unparalleled, and even these great masters were astounded by his creativity and energy. Why influenza spreads in winter? Cold and dry conditions. Influenza spreads more easily in winter due to cold and dry conditions that favor the survival and transmission of the virus. In cold environments, influenza viruses can survive longer in the air. Additionally, lower body temperatures can weaken the immune system, making people more susceptible to infection. Dry air in winter also weakens the mucous membranes in the nose and throat, which are the body's first line of defense against viruses. When these membranes dry out, it becomes easier for viruses to enter the body and cause infection. In contrast, during humid summer months, the virus does not survive as long in the air, which helps to limit its spread. This is why winter sees the peak of influenza outbreaks. Global demand and conservation challenges. Tuna's popularity as a delicacy has created high global demand, leading to overfishing and conservation concerns for some species. The value of bluefin tuna. Bluefin tuna, especially prized for sushi and sashimi in Japan, fetch incredibly high prices. For example, in 2020, a single bluefin tuna from Aomori Prefecture was auctioned for over 200 million yen, approximately 1.8 million USD, during the New Year's first catch market in Tokyo. This high market value contributes to overfishing. International conservation efforts. To address declining populations, international organizations such as the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, ICCAT, and the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Commission, WCPFC, have implemented quotas and size restrictions for tuna catches. Advances in farming technology. Japan has developed full-cycle tuna farming, where every stage of the tuna's life is cultivated without reliance on wild populations. This innovation aims to reduce pressure on natural stocks while meeting global demand. A prime example is Kindai tuna, a fully farmed bluefin tuna developed by Kinki University in Japan. It is recognized worldwide as a sustainable and environmentally friendly alternative to wild-caught tuna. Octopuses are masters of escape. Octopuses are renowned for their flexibility and intelligence, which make them exceptional escape artists. In experiments, octopuses have been observed opening lids, navigating narrow pipes, and even unscrewing jars to free themselves. These behaviors demonstrate their ability to assess their surroundings and use problem-solving skills to overcome physical obstacles. In the wild, this escapability is crucial for evading predators, allowing them to squeeze through tight spaces or hide effectively when threatened. Bees communicate through subtle vibrations. Bees use not only touch and sound, but also subtle vibrations to communicate with one another. For example, worker bees use specific vibration patterns to convey information about larvae development within the hive. When danger approaches, they issue warnings using vibrations to mobilize other workers immediately. This form of vibration-based communication allows bees to relay invisible information accurately and is a crucial component of their highly social behavior. Oil paint offers exceptional stability for pigments. Oil paints are known for their longevity and resistance to fading compared to other mediums. The oil in the paint encapsulates the pigments, protecting them from moisture and oxidation. This property explains why works by masters like Vermeer and Titian still display vibrant colors centuries after their creation. In contrast, watercolors and acrylic paints are more susceptible to fading over time, especially when exposed to light. Oil paint's ability to preserve colors ensures that artworks retain their original beauty for generations. How volcanoes affect global climate. Large-scale volcanic eruptions can have a profound impact on global climate. In 1815, Indonesia's Mount Tambora erupted, releasing massive amounts of volcanic ash and sulfur aerosols into the atmosphere. This blocked sunlight and caused the year without a summer in 1816. The resulting cold temperatures led to crop failures and famine across the northern hemisphere. Similarly, the 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines caused a global temperature drop of about 0.5 degrees Celsius, demonstrating the far-reaching effects of volcanic activity. Origin and history of tomatoes. Tomatoes are native to the Andes Mountains in South America, where they were cultivated by ancient civilizations like the Incas, primarily as ornamental and medicinal plants. The name tomato comes from the word tomatal, which in the local language referred to small, gold-colored fruit. Tomatoes were brought to Europe in the 16th century by Spanish conquistadors. Initially, they were grown for ornamental purposes, but by the late 17th century, they began to be used in cooking, particularly in Italian cuisine. Over time, tomatoes became a staple in many cuisines worldwide, especially in Mediterranean dishes. The crow that defended a goal. In the 1980s, during a local league match in Japan, an unusual incident occurred involving a crow that perched on the goalpost. The bird actively interfered with the game by swooping down to kick the ball away whenever the opposing team attempted a shot on goal, much to the amazement of the spectators. The match was temporarily paused as the referee and players tried to shoo the crow away. However, the persistent bird refused to leave for some time, disrupting the flow of the game. This quirky event remains a memorable example of how animals can unexpectedly impact a soccer match. Bees make collective decisions as a group. Bee colonies utilize swarm intelligence, making decisions collectively rather than relying on individual bees. For instance, when searching for a new nesting site, scout bees explore potential locations and return to the colony to share their findings through dances. The location that receives the most support from the scouts becomes the new nesting site. This decision-making process exemplifies the colony's ability to work collectively to optimize outcomes, demonstrating the efficiency of their social structure. The short lifespan of octopuses is an evolutionary strategy. Octopuses typically have a short lifespan, living only 1 to 3 years. While this might seem like a disadvantage, it is actually a strategic adaptation. Octopuses grow rapidly and can adapt quickly to their environment. Their fast generational turnover allows them to evolve and respond to environmental changes more effectively. This short lifespan also supports their reproductive strategy, focusing energy on producing and protecting offspring to ensure the success of the next generation. Octopus suckers are advanced sensory organs. The suckers on an octopus's arms are not just for gripping. They are highly sophisticated sensory organs, capable of both touch and taste. Each sucker contains thousands of sensory receptors that allow the octopus to detect the texture and chemical composition of objects it touches. For example, octopuses can taste their prey with their suckers to determine if it is edible. In addition, the suckers are incredibly strong, capable of gripping objects with several times the octopus's body weight. This combination of sensory and mechanical capabilities makes octopus suckers a crucial tool for hunting and interacting with their environment. The science and benefits of cold pan cooking. While preheating a frying pan is standard practice, starting with a cold pan is a technique particularly useful for specific foods. For instance, when cooking bacon, placing it in a cold pan and then gradually heating it allows the fat to render evenly, resulting in a crisp texture. This method works well for fatty ingredients or dishes requiring gradual heating, as it takes advantage of the way proteins solidify at lower temperatures. However, this technique is unsuitable for high-heat cooking, like searing steak, where a hot pan is essential to achieve a proper crust. Understanding when to use cold pan cooking can significantly enhance the results. Cats have a preferred paw. Cats exhibit a preference for using one paw over the other, akin to humans being right or left-handed. Studies suggest male cats are more likely to favor their left paw, while female cats tend to prefer their right. This phenomenon is thought to relate to brain lateralization. Observing which paw your cat uses first when playing or stepping down can reveal their dominant paw. Picasso's works often conveyed strong political messages. Picasso was deeply engaged with social and political issues, using his art to address major events of his time. He witnessed the Spanish Civil War and World War II, which heavily influenced many of his works. One of his most famous pieces, Guernica, is a massive mural created to condemn the bombing of the town of Guernica during the Spanish Civil War by Nazi forces. This powerful painting vividly depicts the horrors of war and the suffering it causes. Picasso was not just an artist, but also a voice for social and political change, using his art to challenge injustices and inspire awareness. Magnesium as the element. Supporting life and photosynthesis. Magnesium is abundant in Earth's crust and seawater and plays a critical role in biological systems. It is essential for photosynthesis in plants, as it is the central atom in chlorophyll molecules. Chlorophyll converts light energy into chemical energy, forming the basis for plant growth. In humans, magnesium supports energy metabolism and enzymatic functions. A deficiency can lead to fatigue or muscle cramps. Due to its lightweight and high strength, magnesium is also used in aerospace and automotive industries, making it both a biological and industrial asset. Underwater volcanoes and the birth of new islands. Underwater volcanic eruptions can create new islands. In 1963, the eruption of an underwater volcano near Iceland formed Surtsey Island. Since humans have not interfered with it, this island has become a valuable site for studying how ecosystems naturally develop. Such events demonstrate that our planet is still evolving and reshaping itself. Dogs see in shades of blue and yellow. While it's a common myth that dogs see only in black and white, they actually see the world in shades of blue and yellow. Dogs have fewer color-detecting cones in their eyes than humans, which means they can't distinguish between colors like red and green. This limited color range is called dichromatic vision and is similar to the way colorblind people see. Their vision is, however, better suited for detecting movement and seeing in low light, which was an advantage for their wild ancestors. The Sea of Magma beneath volcanoes. Beneath volcanoes lies a magma reservoir known as a magma chamber. Recent studies have revealed that some of these chambers are so vast that they are referred to as magma seas, extending deep underground. For instance, the Yellowstone volcano has a massive magma chamber beneath it, capable of causing a supereruption with global impacts. However, predicting the timing of such eruptions remains extremely difficult, which is why scientists around the world continuously monitor these sites.